What up, friendos? Welcome back. What I've not done, let me move my camera a little bit. I love my professional starts to these YouTube videos. What I've not done for a while is look at Kickstarter. I don't know why I haven't, other than the fact I haven't been making videos and otherwise wouldn't go on Kickstarter. But today, that's what we're going to do. Basically, if you're unfamiliar with the series, we're just going to go on, look at what's being funded at the moment, see whether stuff looks cool. Obviously, just because I say something looks cool and that I'd be interested in it, doesn't mean you should go spend money on it, because we all know Kickstarter, if you followed my career, if that's what we're calling it, on YouTube, you should know that most Kickstarters are a complete abject mess, mostly failures. I've had good luck with the ones that I've funded, but obviously this is not financial advice, not a financial advisor. And before we jump into it, Gamer Subs. Go to the link in the video description, buy Gamer Subs. And if you don't want to buy it, if you don't even know what it is, it's basically a drink that you can consume through your mouth, and it tastes good. If you don't like energy drinks, that's fine. They have caffeine-free versions, anime girl thigh, titty milk, blowhole blast, all these types of things. If you want to know what any of them taste like, who knows? Orange, citrus, apple, things like that. You can get waifu cups, which change color with the liquid that you put in. So today she's looking good old red. Or you can get normal ones if you're normal. If you use my link in the video description, you get 10% off. This is not sponsored, by the way. It's an affiliate. I saw some people saying your sponsor reads are always funny. It's not sponsored. They don't give me money. They only give me money if you buy things. And if you don't want to buy things and just want a trial, you can do that. If you use my code and get their free sample pack, it gets shipped out to you. First 250 people get some Kira stickers. And then after that, if you enjoy it, go back, buy some. And if you already know what it is, use my code, get 10%. We'll streamline that at some point, but it's probably going to be mentioned in every video because I like the product and it makes me money if you buy it. So why the fuck not? So Bygone Dreams. This is a high fantasy action adventure game with RPG elements set in a surreal dream world. Triggered by dream world. Triggered by epilepsy.
Threatens to consume me. Consume our dream.
I promise. I will find the Guardians. Together, we will save you.
For some reason, whenever I see one of these trailers where they have just a character running through environments, it always reminds me of those awful Raid Shadow Legends ads, where the character with the big old fat ass, like it's a half woman, half horse centaur person, just walking in a straight line. I don't know why. This looks interesting though, but it doesn't really show me much. Oh, I guess now it does a little bit more.
Alvar, will you fight with me?
Until the bitter end.
Goodbye, little man.
All my short kings out there in shambles.
Somehow bested me? We will end this world suffering swiftly and painlessly.
I don't know who you are, but go tell your master that as long as I draw breath, this dream is not his to devour. No matter how many pathetic creatures he sends to do his dirty work.
Enough! Face your punishment.
The fuck?
Show yourself, you cowardly lantern.
It looks kind of Dark Souls-y, right? I mean, I know we say that about basically every video game now that has like dodge and big impact weapons and things like that, but yeah, looks cool. I'd love to see some like minute-to-minute gameplay of somebody doing it, or if they had a demo. Good music, voice acting, fine. It's an indie game, like I'm not gonna go too hard on that. Looks cool. Looks like they've really fleshed out and built out the Kickstarter page. Something I'd be interested in. Probably not something that grabs me by the balls and says, oh, you've got to fund this right now. But they are already funded with 47 hours left to go, so good for them. Definitely check it out if it comes to Steam. And here we go. This is Out and About, which sounds like something people where I live would say all the time. I don't know if that's something everyone says, but people always say, oh, where is he? Oh, he's out and about. It's a relaxing life simulator game, although obviously if you're where I'm from, if you're out and about, it probably means you're drinking alcohol and doing some form of substances, which this doesn't look like that kind of game. It's a life simulator game that connects you to nature for PC, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox. Straight skipping. Foraging adventure. I always like the idea of playing games like these, but I always get bored of them like super quickly. But I know that there's a market out there of people that just absolutely love stuff like this. Like, I mean, even with I think it's too much of like a competitive mindset or min-maxing. Like when I played Stardew Valley, I enjoyed the game, but within like a couple days, like real life days of playing the game, I'd figured out the best ways to earn money, min-maxed it completely, had my whole farm running amazingly efficiently, and just there was nothing left to do in the game because I just kind of beat everything really quick. And that's not really the objective of those games. That's maybe why I prefer simulation stuff that's like very open-ended, or competitive stuff, or something that has like a beginning, middle, and end with a story, just so I can get through it. Yeah, this is really not my cup of tea. Doubled their funding though, so definitely something that other people are interested in. Lucid is a 2D action-adventure RPG inspired by the golden age of platformers. I thought I was going to say Golden Axe, and I was about to just whip my penis out and just start furiously masturbating, but apparently not, because Golden Axe was an absolute fucking classic. I wish there was more games like Golden Axe out there. I always love watching people play these games, but I never play them myself. For some reason, I find these games mad stressful with like the, oh, I've just jumped into a wall and it's hurt me. Like, I don't know why. Like the amount of mechanics you've got to master to be able to do this. Looks really in-depth though. It's crazy how people are basically taking this style of old like Metroidvanias and stuff and then just keeping the same graphics because it looks timeless and it looks amazing, and then just adding a million mechanics and making the combat and the action and the movement all super fluid and having a high skill ceiling, because people love this genre, especially in indie. But this soundtrack's banging as well. Probably end up getting copyright claimed for it, like. But it makes total sense why this genre is as popular as it is on Kickstarter, because they seem in terms of like the graphics and everything, in terms of the coding, they're probably fairly easy and cheaper to deliver than something that's going to be 3D and open world and stuff. But still, they have like crazy high replayability, and there's a massive audience for it. That's probably why it's already funded. 10 days to go. Cool. Not really hit anything yet, where usually in these Kickstarter videos, I'll find 2 or 3 projects that I'm like, okay, definitely want this. Maybe it'll be this one, because it's survival. Love survival. Kickstarter doesn't have the greatest track record with survival games. But this is Endzone II. So I assume there's a prior Endzone. It's a post-apocalyptic survival colony builder where you embark to secure humanity's survival after a cataclysmic disaster. Join the journey of Endzone II, a Kickstarter project by Assemble Entertainment. Hopefully it's gameplay and not just like a scripted in-engine trailer or something. Are they about to start cooking? Is this the Breaking Bad RV?
Welcome to our Kickstarter campaign. We are Assemble Entertainment, a small indie publisher from Germany, and together with our...
What up? It's my boys from Germany. What up to all the German fans? I see you in your fursuit, sat watching my videos. Love you all. Absolutely love my German furry fanboys. I guess I shouldn't say fanboys. Definitely gonna still say German furries though.
Studio, Gently Mad Studios. We are over
Gotta keep that joke going.
In the past, we've been working on Endzone A World Apart, and now we are working on Endzone II. We hope you like what you see, and we would be very happy if you could join us on our Kickstarter journey.
Endzone II is a survival colony builder in badlands that are wasted. You will take care of the well-being of your settlers.
So this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be, when you see survival, you think like DayZ and things like that. So it's like a simulation building game. Probably easier to deliver. Cool.
And you will drive through the badlands, exploring the ruins of the old world with your vehicles.
Your vehicles. Love it.
To me, the most inspiring part of working with Gentleman on Enzone was the first time in a meeting when we showed the whole team from Assemble the concept of Enzone and saw their reactions, and that everybody was right into it from the very beginning.
The feedback we got from our community towards the announcement of Endzone II was really great so far. Also, they are giving us ideas what they want to see in Endzone II, and this helps us to check if we are on the right track, but also gives us new ideas for the future development of Endzone II.
My favorite thing about Enzone II right now is the discussion with the community. We aim for an open development, meaning that we actively talk to the community, ask for feedback.
Whose kitchen's this, mate? He's got a fucking right nice kitchen. Look at this. Big ass kitchen. Nice island in the middle. Mate's balling out of control.
Their ideas, and we want to collaboratively create a game together. And we had done this before with Endzone I quite successfully, but this time we can do this way
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Also
maybe
take our time
I've
to
seen
really
it.
get into detail with people and what they want to share about the game. Luckily, my passion for nature and environment carries over into the development of Endzone II, as I'm responsible for mainly creating environmental assets and plants in the game. I think it's
Look at the
important
dude's desk as well. Of course, yeah, he's got like 1 million plants on his desk.
for a game that it feels dynamic, organic and familiar, so I put a lot of love and time into detail to make sure every asset really blends into the world of Enzone.
The most important change in Endzone II are the separated habitable areas. This means the player will have to start several settlements and not only one, like he experienced it in Endzone I. And this will...
Let me look this up then. Endzone. Is it on Steam? Does it have good reviews? Endzone, A World Apart. Yeah, mostly positive. 6,829 reviews, 77% are positive. So I don't know why I've not heard of this. You can buy it for £5.19, which for all Americans is probably like $8 or something. It's currently on an 80% sale until the 21st of October. Looks just like this game, only, you know, graphically slightly inferior. I like the game, but be careful, the tutorial alone will take you far beyond the refund time. So long tutorial. This is banished with radiation and raiders. That's a good thing. Well-designed survival builder that feels intuitive and simple to understand without being too shallow. It needs more in-game content, but it's decent and it'll get you some hours of fun. If you liked Banish, you'll like this. So yeah, pretty glowing reviews, I guess, from people that like the genre. Cool.
will
Yeah.
bring new challenges because each
I'm
settlement
interested.
will face different challenges and different situations in the world of Endzone.
Bringing a project like Endzone II to life is something that cannot be achieved just by single departments or great publisher work, fantastic marketing or producing it. It's always a team effort.
This time we are trying to make Endzone II a moddable game, and to achieve
Good
this
idea.
feature we have to overcome some technical difficulties. We will have to
I'd recommend this for any like small to medium-sized game studio. If you're making something, add in modability, especially if it's via Steam and the ease of the Steam Workshop. Wow. Does that make the ceiling for your game just infinite in comparison to what it would have been if you just made it yourself? Because eventually you're going to understand that the community can probably make your game better than you can. You give them the tools and they'll just continue to do it, and it will eventually, if it gets big enough and the core fundamentals of the game and the idea of the game is good enough, people will make your game appeal to so many other people and so much better that you'll sell tons more. I don't know how difficult it is to do, speaking just completely from a consumer perspective. adding modability to an already like good foundation of a game is absolutely fucking amazing for just every facet of the game's operation.
To rewrite our whole pipeline, but in the end it will pay out, hopefully, when players can live out their creative.
I guess the trade-off is if you're planning to sell DLCs and stuff, a la City Skylines or The Sims or whatever, I still obviously as a consumer would prefer the avenue of having people be able to mod things like you could all the way back in the early Sims days. I don't know if you can on recent versions, don't buy or play them. But obviously if you're planning to sell DLC, it's if people can make mods that are essentially doing the same thing, you do essentially cut into your own market share. But at the same time, if you just make things work 100% in the base game, take other people's ideas and put them into essentially what is a pack of the workshop stuff, but done yourself, you can still sell it. And if people like the game, like I'm using RimWorld as an example here, I don't care if there's mods that already do what the new expansions or whatever in RimWorld do. I think that the devs need support, and I always will support good developers who make good games. So it doesn't matter because I'll always buy their expansion packs and whatever else day one as soon as they come out because I want to fund the development, and people who like these games definitely do feel the same way.
Creativity by creating cool mods. Thank you for being a fellow traveler on this exciting journey. Together we can conquer new heights.
Yeah, looks cool. I like it. I like their ideas as well. Really, really interesting. They've already delivered on one game. I don't know if people within the community are upset that they delivered on one game and they've not continued developing it, and instead of making another one, that's always a possibility. But in general, yeah, cool game. Already close to funding, 79%, 18 days to go. It probably will. So this is Pixelia, a pixel art life simulation. Customize your character, home and career, live your dream in pixels. Right. This could be one of two things. It could be really cool.
Welcome to Pixelia, where you can live your life the way you see fit. Shape your Pixelian's life with many interesting activities, such as reading.
Someone must have hacked my email.
A book, cooking, or painting. There are many job opportunities for you to explore, from waiting tables to playing on a basketball team or getting.
I'm back in this game probably. This just looks really cool. I don't know why. I can't really put it into words, but the idea that you can just go do jobs for some reason, like that's what I always didn't like about The Sims, in that it always feels like you're managing one aspect of the game. And when they added like, oh, you can go to a restaurant and you can go to, you know, a bar and do all this other stuff, that's cool. But I'd love if you actually micromanaged the whole thing and there was mini games in an actual, you were sat doing puzzles or whatever else when you were at your job and figuring things out, like a real deeper simulation element on top of, you know, an actual playing of all facets of the life, of the Sims life. Because with Sims, you're simulating a character's life, but you're really not. You're simulating the home life, which is, I guess, like 60% or whatever, and half of that's sleeping. So this is cool. I like this. This is awesome.
Your hands dirty in the kitchen. If none of this is for you, strut your way to stardom under the spotlights, or strum your sweet guitar songs on the street.
Can you do OnlyFans?
Who knows?
Can I put
Maybe by
cucumbers in
some
my
luck,
ass?
you can find your future bandmates, and together you may rock the stage. You have complete control over how your Pixelian will look and how you want to decorate your space. With a variety of flooring, wallpaper, and furniture. Live life on the wild side by robbing banks.
Bro, I love this. This is awesome. Bro, this game looks fantastic. I guess we found the one that I really like. Usually find them at the top in the earlier section of the video, but man, this is cool.
Lockpicking and hacking. Take your car or bike out for a spin around the block. But beware
It's Grand
of
Theft
going to
Auto
jail.
1.
Get a touch-up at the barbershop. Record your music to make an album with your fellow bandmates. Buy new clothes, or even a vehicle. Pixelia's thriving nightlife features a club where you can dance your troubles away and enjoy the night.
I guess the problem with this will be all the concepts are amazing, but with it being a small indie game, are they going to be, you know, wide as an ocean but deep as a puddle in terms of the things that you're actually doing minute to minute? That's always going to be the concern. But in terms of like the vision and the idea, yeah, fantastic game.
Evolve your skills on the computer or in the classroom. Box your way to the top and knock your opponents out. Plant and grow your crops. Enjoy fishing and a gathering at a lakeside with your friends. Or, if you are ambitious enough, become the president of Pixelia. The choice is yours.
Back now and start playing in December. Yeah, this is definitely on my list of probably going to back this one. They're already fully funded, so definitely no harm in just keeping an eye on it. Yeah, this game looks cool, man. This game looks super cool. We're just going to go through and find something that looks funny, because we've not done a funny one. And I always love to have a little bit of fun in these ones. I love the explanation of this one. The Perverse Slime 2, a top-down Zelda-like with a ton of sexy gals. Office Affairs visual novel. It's always funny because you can spot these models a mile away. If you go on Steam and go on the like new listing for Steam games, these character models are used in every one of these like new essentially sex games that come out on Steam. What the fuck's a Denpa visual novel? A surreal Denpa visual. You'd have thought I'd have known all these words. Denpa is a Japanese term for individuals or persons who may feel disconnected from reality or disassociated from the people around them. Learn a new thing every day, I guess. Doesn't seem like there's any super fun ones on there, so I guess we'll end it with that one. End it on the best note, I guess. So yeah, there we go. Kickstarter Adventures completed. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. We'll keep creating them anyway, and look out for, you know, upcoming videos, stuff like that. Game us ups, 10% off video description. Free samples if you want to get some free samples to give it a try, and also check out Patreon, Discord, Twitter, things like that, all in video description. And yeah, see you next time.